Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cacao Kingdom. So, let me just tell you right now, it is hard to try and make content for an update that has basically next to no content. I mean, at first I praised the game going like, hey, you know, Robo Cookie, that's pretty cool, and a bunch of magic candies. Yeah, that's pretty decent. That's all there is. Everything else is just like, something about lucky pouches. That's cool. I mean, I have a couple, don't get me wrong, I could open those up, but, it really doesn't make good content unless if I had like thousands upon thousands of it, so, great. And then Magic Candies galore, cool, more stuff about Magic Candies, stuff about Cookie Alliance, which I could do again, but what else could I show for it? That and that. There's next to nothing. So trying to upload content for this month, surprisingly a bit more of a struggle than you would imagine. So, with that being said, we're just gonna do another video oh wait, I didn't get my XP jellies. That's a lot right there. We're just going to focus this video on the Cookie Odyssey once again, primarily because I haven't done much of the Cookie Odyssey as of recently. I mean, I did do the episode previously, but I mean, before that, I barely did anything. So, let's get back to that. Sorry if I'm sounding so, like, nasally or something, so congested. It's because, I actually don't have a reason. I have no idea why. Now, of course, I'm pretty sure, did we complete a mission? I'm pretty sure we did, but did we get a cutscene for it? Because, there was, like, the mission where it was, like, you know, get the spaghetti, right? No, that's something else. It was, get the candy pasta, but I guess that's just, like, get loot and rewards, I guess. I thought I'd get something for that specifically, but I guess it just does not pop up. That's kind of sad, but whatever. I thought something would pop up, but I guess not. Alright. So with that being said, before I enter this council hall, I will have to say that I will be trying to read comments from the video, Lindsay Cookie's Board of Mysteries, finally getting her. And if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on these videos, then feel free to do so. It could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, that's what should matter the most. So, I think this meeting is going to be pretty important, because I think Clotted Cream is going to have some scheming to do. Though, before I actually do anything, I will read a few comments from Mona Wolfdeer, who left a few comments, but I'll just get a handful of them. One saying, I, as in, by the way, it's from Mona Wolfdeer, I hope I established that. One saying, I, as in the Cookie Wiki, have found that Carrot Cookie and Blackberry Cookie are good for Avatar of Destiny. Huh. That actually might be helpful, but I hear people just like to fight the other two bosses, you know, the Red Velvet Dragon and the Licorice Abyss thing. I guess because it gives more points and it's not as optimal in comparison to the other two. I don't know. But another comment he says is, Father, I throw a Pinecone at some child because he made fun of me. I don't know why Pinecone would make fun of you. I feel like you just did that on your own free will. And your last comment says, common question, if I'm alone, I'm going to try and find what food I should buy, but if I'm with family, I should look at the toy section and the art section. I think for that question I asked, like, what if you were at like a mall or a shopping place, where's the initial place that you would go to? I don't know, but anyway, I gotta think of a common question for this one. Oh no, we'll think about that later on. Anyway.
It seems like everyone is here. Then let the second session begin.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is the second meeting.
Today, we must decide which kingdom will lead the expedition to the continent of Beast Yeast in search of Dark Enchantress Cookie. Is everyone of the same opinion as yesterday?
I just realized, considering that the golden cheese stuff is done, we learned at the end of that story, it was just confirmed that Pure Vanilla is going, and they're just taking the scrawny little plebs that is Ginger Brave Strawberry and Wizard with them, or whoever else is going to be on the expedition. Yes, the sole survivor heroes tends to be the one ancient and the three people. the three common plebs.
Of course. We can handle any danger.
No, our warriors are better suited for this mission.
If I may, please. The Crim Republic has a new proposition. We believe it is in everyone's best interest to select the fittest candidates from each nation for combined action.
You gotta be honest, he's actually cooking.
Each one of us has their strengths and weaknesses. Playing these cards smart seems to be the optimal course of action.
Combined action? Go together with the Hollyberrians.
What a great proposition! After all, we all share the responsibility to save our world.
I mean, to be fair, why the fuck didn't they just consider that? What if they were just like, we can all go? I mean, the only reason why you wouldn't all want to go is because I feel like you would need all the ancients first, so by the time this was happening, you didn't have Golden Cheese or White Lily, so now you do have Golden Cheese, and it seems like we're on the verge of finally getting White Lily in a very near future update. So, it's probably gonna happen.
Our goal is one. protecting cookie kind from Dark Enchantress Cookie's evil.
Then when do we start? Who's willing to make contact with the dragons?
Before we proceed further, there is another matter I would like us to discuss.
By the way, wouldn't the most optimal person to talk to dragons be Hollyberry herself? You know, Pataya makes sense.
As our esteemed Pure Vanilla Cookie mentioned, indeed we all share a collective responsibility. We must provide the expedition with everything necessary to ensure its success. These cookies will need power to fight and protect themselves. But where to find such power? We believe there is a solution.
It's in your hearts. It's literally your souls.
And what is this solution?
There is no source of power greater than Soul Jam, harnessed by the 5 ancient heroes. But what if this Soul Jam could be divided and shared by all? Imagine the possibilities. Yes, it will be no easy feat to perform such a procedure here, but it could be done with the help of the Crim Republic's technological advancements.
Okay, now that I think about it, how do you split the concept of technology and removing someone's soul? I feel like that's more ritual-esque.
So I ask forthright, will you share your Soul Gem for the greater good?
I beg your pardon?
What? You want the Soul Jam?
Are you out of your mind?
Oh, what a great way to end that. Oh, I can imagine that did not end well. Is this get... Oh, it just got... You know, it's gonna be stressful when the number got increased by 4. I mean, it's not that much, but considering we just spent 20 in the last one, it's gonna be great. Alright, so before we continue on, we may as well read all the comments I see coming from Smart and Spiral, with one saying, oh gosh, it's New Year's Eve, can't wait to get the horns and sounds? The horns and sound? You mean the noises outside of, like, New Year's festivities? Because I'm surprised how you didn't mention, like, fireworks or something. And another comment you left is, oh my, I just promoted Linja Cookie so quick to 3 stars. Well, I hope you're able to utilize Linja Cookie quickly. By the way, I'm scratching me back because I have a back scratcher and I will use it. Not just because it's itchy, because I'm using it for a purpose. Anyway, your other comment, which I'll read, says, one thing I mentioned in this update, it seems like 2 beta languages in Kicker and Kingdom are no longer supported in the next month. They aren't? What are the languages? Why the pleb aren't they supported? Are they only just gonna focus on, like, countries that, like, most apply to Kicker and Kingdom? Like, you know, the Americas, Korean, Chinese, and stuff like that? Because if that's the case, why the heck would they do that? And you left one more comment, which I may as well read, saying, tell me if there's many fireworks at my place from the New Year's. I can't tell you because I don't live there. Are you kidding me? That's like telling me, hey, can you tell me if in Paris they sell, fried oysters with a side of salt? How the pleb am I supposed to know? I'm not from France, or Paris, or whatever the pleb I said. I don't remember. But, anyway, back to the actual thing, where, this is probably going to turn into a bigger-fledged debate.
Do you even realize what you're asking for? Wars started because of Soul Jam. This is insanity!
Did this start because of Soul? I thought it started... No, wait. I'm trying to... I thought they just wanted to stop Dark Enchantress Cookie, and after she stopped... Or, I mean, they quote-unquote defeated her, but their Soul Gems shattered. So they were just trying to recollect that, right? Maybe there's stuff I'm not really trying to remember in the lore or story. But I know that was something within the prologue, you know, the quote-unquote final boss prologue.
What a preposterous idea! To share our Soul Jam! Impossible!
Clotted Cream Cookie, I trust this is not all that you have to say? There must be another reason for your proposition, isn't there?
Venerable heroes, believe me, I understand completely how outlandish my proposition might sound. However, allow me to remind you that one of the main purposes for this council is to find means to guarantee the success of our endeavor. Just a fraction of your strength divided among our forces will dramatically increase the chances of our survival.
Please forgive my interruption, Consul. Espresso Cookie and I have just returned from another expedition. We have witnessed the might of Dark Enchantress Cookie's armies firsthand. Hordes of monsters from other dimensions under her control. There are cookies in dire need of our help all across the world, and we must do all in our power to provide aid. We have warriors fighting as we speak at the far frontiers of Earthbread. They need weapons. They need this strength.
Yes, we understand. Of course we must help everyone. But you are asking us to hand over our Soul Gem to you and your Republic. Why?
Advanced equipment is required to analyze the Soul Jam. only the Creme Republic has such scientific capabilities.
Is this why he roasted strawberry crepe cookie earlier? Because it's like, man, this technology sucks.
And you need all three? Just one would be more than enough.
We believe that your soul gem has neither common properties nor shows a common activation mechanism.
Can I get that in English? Does that just mean like, hey, it's advanced and we don't know how to activate it? You just proved it yourself. How the flip do you activate it?
That is why it is crucial to have all available soul gems studied before we can distribute it among our forces.
Madness!
No, that won't do.
I am perfectly aware how difficult this decision might be. However, the shadow of war is hanging over us. Think of all the cookies who we may lose to this war. Think about our beautiful world we might lose. Would you not give everything to protect all that is dear to you? 3 ancient heroes harness the power of Soul Gem. But there are immeasurably more cookies who risk losing their lives in the war to come. The enemy they will oppose is mighty and knows no mercy. What chance will they stand without the power of Soul Gem?
I tire of listening to this nonsense. Enough is enough.
But you want to take our soul gem away for your research. I'm afraid I can't let that happen.
My friends!
To end the council on such a negative note.
I think that went well. I don't know about you. I think that went pretty decently, if I do say so myself. I mean, at least you didn't get, like... At least the first reaction wasn't your head getting bashed by a shield, and you getting stabbed with a sword, and then Pure Vanilla trying to bubble you up because they're afraid that you're literally going to die. Whatever. Anyway, I think I'm going to read a common question of the day, because, you know, I tend to ask them whenever we're about, like, midway through a video, and I think about 12 minutes in is a good way to be midway through. Alright. I was going to ask something in regards to the Cookie Odyssey, but I feel like it's going to be... I don't know. But, also, I could ask something in regards to Cookie Run Kingdom, but hey, this is what happens when I say at the beginning, hey, I want to think of a story, but I don't know. You know what? Let's just do something a little bit more basic. Which is your favorite video game console? Because, to be honest, I was thinking about, like, playing a bit more games on PlayStation recently, because I did get one for Christmas, which is actually pretty cool. But I'm just curious because I'm curious to know what you're either into now or what game consoles that you grew up with, because it doesn't even have to be like a genre of consoles. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I grew up with Nintendo or I grew up with Xbox. You could just say straight up like, oh, this is my just favorite one in general. So you could say PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. There's so many flipping PlayStations, or the Xbox series like Xbox 360 or Xbox One or whatever the plug they're doing now, Xbox One X, One S, whatever the plug they do. Nintendo. Plugging 64, GameCube, Wii U, Switch, anything, even handhelds like PSP, Nintendo DS, Atari Lynx, I don't know. I'm just pretty curious to know. But anyway, I think we'll go through a cutscene, because these are going to be some shorter ones, I'm pretty sure. I think Solarium Unity War continues. No. 13. Oh, crystals. What's the one? Okay, 11 there, 13 there, 20 at the Crow's Nest Inn, and 13 to Plaza. Okay, so I think Crow's Nest Inn is where the story does continue. So I guess we'll take a gander at, I guess the Solarium of Unity, I guess. Let's take a gander here.
It was not entirely unexpected, but I apologize to have caused such a quarrel.
This isn't your fault. What you propose is understandable. After my return, I refused to become king. All because I wanted to share with my fellow cookies.
You had the option to become king? I didn't even know that was the thing. Can I get that crown? Can I give that to Custard III?
Because I wanted to use my power to create a better tomorrow for the generations to come. Not just for a few. But the power of Soul Jam comes at a cost. The terrible Dark Flower War, started by Dark Enchantress Cookie in order to wrestle it from our hands, serves as proof. But it was we and we alone who fought in this war and witnessed its end firsthand. I'm afraid Hollyberry Cookie and Dark Cacao Cookie will not be easy to convince.
Then what of the other 2 heroes? What of Golden Cheese Cookie and White Lily Cookie?
They're around somewhere. One's around in like a later update, one's around in an update I already played, but not relevant to the story.
I heard White Lily Cookie always appeared where and when she was needed the most. Perhaps she might be able to provide a solution?
White Lily Cookie will not come this time. Some way to change my friends' minds is your only hope.
Well, that's great to know. So we have to forcibly change what they have to do. Fun. Alright, so let's go ahead and read some more comments. Like, there's a few from an idiot, with one saying Happy New Year's. I'm reading this comment before New Year's, so you can read this after New Year's. Hey, that's good to know. That's good. That's good for, what's the plumbing term? Continuity? Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Another comment says, I want the Stardust costume. Did I get the Stardust costume? Yeah, I did. I just didn't get the Space Donut one, which I'm kind of mad about. Another comment you left is, the previous video, I left a comment complaining at you in a joking manner. First venue took seriously and made me laugh. Oh. Well, I guess it depends. Like, as long as you don't call me, like, you know, if I'm a pay-to-win player, then it's the equivalent of hell itself, then, like, I'm not gonna mind what you say, because I know it's all gonna be in a joking manner. But it's the same thing over and over and over again. Maybe you could try and be a bit more plumbing original. I don't know. Anyway, your last comment that I decided says, comment question, I first try and do a backup plan, just in case if they don't have the thing I want. The backup plan goes as follows. Don't see things, I grab a small treat, check out the check register thing, so it doesn't look like I tried to steal something. Yeah, I think I know what that's like. It's, you know, I feel ashamed for not buying anything in the store, so I have to guarantee buy one thing to make sure that it doesn't look like I walk out and I look like a weirdo. I don't know, that's just me, but I tend to do that too. But also, I'll read a comment from Kristen, Kristen04, which says, comment question, I go to the candy or snack area, just that. Yeah, I don't blame you. There's some good snacks out there. Alright, I gotta save Dark Cacao for last, because they feel strongly about this the most. Alright, what's in Hollyberry Cookie's chamber?
Lady Hollyberry Cookie, may we confer?
What matter brings you here?
Oh, hey, Wild.
The Queen Mother doesn't wish to receive visitors today. Leave, or you will be forced to leave.
Clotted Cream Cookie? You want to talk? Go ahead then, speak.
I apologize for my words at the council session. I admit I was overly insistent.
I just realized, if he's gonna visit everyone, Dark Cacao's gonna kill him.
Oh, well. At times, words can be sharper than blades, opinions sturdier than shields. But that's the nature of conversation. However, we cannot agree to your proposition. Soul Jam is but a small trinket. But this small trinket caused great suffering in the past. My family and I felt that in our very dough. Crumbles like that are not easily forgotten. That is why we swore to keep our Soul Jam safe and secure. We simply cannot allow another tragedy to happen. Do you understand?
Thank you for sharing this with me. Perhaps there is no other option but for me to think again.
I'm glad you see it that way. Next time, let's have some juice together, eh?
You know, let's be honest. Now that I think about it, you should have probably walked into that meeting saying, hey, I just drank a bunch of berry juice into this, so if my idea sounds absurd, blame it on that. Don't blame it on me, just blame it on the juice. Then maybe they'll understand. It's a shot in the dark, but who knows. Anyway, let me just read a few comments from Shafir Ragana Nasagaf. I'm sorry if I butchered that. One saying, hey HyperHimes, if you met Lizard Cookie and she made you her apprentice, will you accept or not? You want to be something else, like a wizard to wizard cookie, or maybe a pianist to creme brulee cookie? I'd probably suck at it, but I'd probably say yes, because why would I want to skip on an opportunity like that? And your other comment says, hey HyperHimes, if Custard Cookie the Third calls you Big Brother, will you be an overprotective Big Brother or a laid back Big Brother? Both. I'll be laid back and chill because I want him to have like the freedom to do things, but also at the same time, if someone lays an aggressive hand on them, that person's most likely going to end up dead. Just straight up. Anyway, back to the tent.
You. It's you.
I have come to speak to King Dark Cacao Cookie.
You dare come here having insulted His Majesty?
When did he... I don't think he insulted him. I just think he said something really offensive to his brain.
I have no time to hear any more of your pathetic excuses. I knew from the moment you pried about my sword, you didn't deserve even a pinch of my trust. And now you have revealed your true nature. Conniving, hungry for power. I know your deceitful kind oh so well.
Was this after... No, this definitely was after the Affogato situation. Because I'm pretty sure this update came after the Dark Cacao Kingdom.
For you are not the first.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely a reference to Affogato.
Please believe me. Our future is my only concern. After the research is complete, we would have returned the Soul Gem to its rightful owners.
Lies! I can see your covetous motives right through those sweet words of yours. Out of my sight. Leave now, or my soldiers will make sure no more cookies suffer from your treachery.
Of course. I hope to see you at the council session tomorrow.
There's gonna be a murder at the council session tomorrow. There's gonna be another session? How the pleb do you follow that up with anything that plebbing... I was so stressed out, I almost said council. But how the pleb do you follow anything up with what plebbing Clotted Cream just said? Like, let's be honest, I don't think you can follow that up. You just, somehow, with that statement alone, with everything you said at the plebbing council, you basically have a big target on your back, and, I think it's better just to take tomorrow off. I don't know, that's something I wouldn't have done. Anyway, I think we could probably end the video here, because, I think we got enough drama as it is going on. So, with that being said, we'll just read a few comments that I have left, which are only a few. Like, there's a bunch from A Gamer, one saying, been grinding her items for her banner, is always the same waiting for wish to and train waiting. Yeah, that sounds about right. What's new with these events? Another comment you said is, how to get the first cookie of the year, do the missions and get random rewards. What was the first story placed in a train? We've really come in full circle. Yeah. Full circle, baby. And your last comment says, comment question, well, when I do my groceries in the hypermarket, I usually check a bit of the video game aisle. I've never heard of a hypermarket. I've heard of supermarkets, but never a hypermarket. I gotta go visit one sometime. And the last comment I think I may as well read comes from Princely the First, which is a common question of the day. They say, I would immediately go to the drink aisle. Why, you may ask. 2 words, mango juice. Literally, ever since I was a kid, my #1 food. Wait, that was my #1 food? You mean your #1 drink? You were addicted to it. I don't know. If you don't know what mango juice is, it's basically mangoes condensed into a drink with additional sugar. Okay. There's a little bit more to that comment, but basically you just like mango juice, which honestly I can't even judge because, you know, when they have like food, when they have a specific drink available, which I'll just say I don't care if I don't get sponsored. It's plumbing Diet Snapple. That's what it is. I love drinking that stuff. It doesn't matter what flavor it is. I swear, especially if they got raspberry or peach, or whatever the plug they got. It's really good. Anyway, with that being said, we're just going to end the video here. If you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Around content, and if you enjoy my content in general, why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. Also, down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, including a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get the Kick Around YouTube stuff for absolutely free, a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Sub, and a link to my merch where you can buy stuff to represent the channel. And also, I just want to mention, I'm probably going to do a lot of these Odyssey missions. I've already done 6 today, but I definitely need to rack up all these quotes and stuff, because I think I went through like... Did I go over 100? I think I did. Sheesh. No, I don't think I went over. I think I went through a fair amount, but that's just because the cutscenes take a little bit to go through. But with that being said, if I've already done my outro. Above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.